the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
Yeah, I think it just makes the rotation more interesting more than anything.
Yeah.
'Cause I was always in the camp that he could help them. I just felt maybe he was a more clear number 3. So I think just on the surface, it's not like massive because you have Deshaun Bishop and you have Peyton Lewis. I think are good, but I think it matters a lot in the fact that if Deshaun Bishop struggled to stay healthy, and if one of those guys gets hurt, you're going to need a third guy. And we'll see what Justin Baker and Dwan Morris are long term, but you don't want to, in a year where you're going to have to run the ball really well to be good on offense, you don't want to have to lean on those guys as true freshmen. So I think it's big from that perspective. And we've talked about on the radio show, Chase, on the Rocky Top Insider Press Pass podcast that we recorded on Sunday, we talked kind of at length about how I think that's it's not something we're talking about for good reason because of the other question marks on offense, and they're going to be good at running back. But I think it's going to be really fascinating to see how much they rotate and who emerges there as the top guy. Because I don't know, it's one of those things where it's a different day, and I have a different opinion on it, on who that top guy might be.
I still lean Peyton Lewis, Ethan, but I also just think Star breaking out this way makes you feel better that you have Deshaun Bishop injury insurance. Like, that's my main thing is now you can, because that's what they did last year. It was like 75-25, right? With Dylan Sampson and Deshaun. And I think he would have gotten a little bit more Deshaun if he was able to stay healthy a year ago anyway. But now you have that. I mean, honestly, for Peyton Lewis, like if Peyton Lewis can't stay healthy, you have Star Tom and you feel okay. I still lean towards it's going to be more bell cow than I think people are anticipating where it's 30-30-30. I don't think you're going to see that like what you saw in 2022, but I think you might see more. Now, I still think it's going to be a two-back thing is I think where things are headed, and Star Thomas is the next guy ready to go if those guys are banged up, right? That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah, it's funny because I really haven't thought about it that much. Exactly to you guys' point, there's just so much else to think and talk about. I mean, I'm a little biased here. I'm going to openly say it. I think Deshaun is the best option in the group. I've also seen the most of Deshaun Bishop, so I just
went to Carnes, right?
That guy's a ball player. Like I understand the bias. That guy's a ball player, and I think if he can stay healthy, I think he's the best running back in the room. I am intrigued to see what kind of step Peyton Lewis takes as well, just because he didn't really get too much run last season because Dylan Sampson was just such a beast and being so relied on to do everything on offense for Tennessee, especially late, that I feel like he didn't really get his chance to shine necessarily. And I feel like in this room somewhere where he can have more reps and show off more of what he can do and his top end speed, especially too, if you can work that into space, that would be a major positive. I don't think he quite has the burst that Bishop does, but I think he's faster, and I think getting him in space and letting him kind of do his thing with his balance, I think that's going to be a major positive for Tennessee. I'm just interested to see what he does. Who is going to be the guy that is going to break out and have the Sampson year, because it's got to be one of the three, and I think all three are capable of it as well.
Yeah, I just feel good. I think that three, and then Dwan Morris might be more ready than we think. And you have Dwan Morris as the fourth guy. Mm-hmm. And then Baker just feels like I watched the clip and I was like, that's Jabari Small. Justin Baker, he's locked in to Jabari Small for the next 3 years, which is hugely valuable if he can grow into it. I didn't
have that take, but I did see it and I was like, I'm going to put a pin on that for 1 to 2 years from now, because that might be something there.
Like, he's going to get carries at Tennessee over a 4-year span. Like, if he stays for Tennessee and is locked in as a rotation guy, like, Justin Baker is going to play. Just not this year, I don't think. I think that's probably next year.
Too many guys ahead of him. I agree.
But then Dwan Morris, huge up. I mean, probably kick returner, right, Ryan? We were expecting Dwan Morris to be there. So he could, if he's good there and he shows some pop and some juice and you need some more oomph in the backfield.
Nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas Podcast. Hell yeah.